Alright guys, how's it going? Alright, so my name's Barrett, and I try to make this speech perfect, but it's not going to be perfect, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So, as you can see, I got a tent behind me, and you might be wondering, why am I making this video? So, I'm making this video because I got a couple things to tell you. Let me first start off with what I'm going to be doing. So, I'm going to backpack around the world. Now, to define it a little bit, I'm going to backpack. I'm going to start in the U.S. So I would like to see all the natural places in the U.S. I think it would be amazing. The next question real fast is, how am I going to do that? I'm going to hitchhike, I'm going to stealth camp, and I'm going to survive. Okay? So the next question is why? Why would you do it that way? Why do you want to do it? So I took a lot of time. I actually take extremely, or should I say, most of my life I've spent thinking. I do a lot of thinking. And I started thinking, what do I want out of life? How would I define success? What would I do if I had more money, where I could do anything? What would I do if I could do anything I could possibly think of in the world? And what I came to is traveling. Traveling, self-development, and inspiring other people. That is how I define success, and that is what I want to do. And then I asked the question, why not do it now? Those things, money and fear, those things come into play, but they're just obstacles. So I'm going to overcome these obstacles. I'm going to put myself in an environment where I could constantly self-improve, and I think it will be amazing. I'm going to put a lot of my faith in other humans and other individuals. So now you know what I'm doing, you know how I'm doing it, and you got a sense of why I'm doing it. Now to go a little bit deeper, so just imagine I got a backpack on, I'm going to be hitchhiking, I'm going to have my tent, sleeping bag, I have this camera, my phone actually, and I'm going to be doing daily vlogs, so you're going to be able to follow me. I'm going to put all my social media links below, the basic, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and then YouTube, of course. So you're able to follow me, and I'm also going to have Patreon for funding. Like I said, I'm going to be starting off with hardly any money. My goal was actually not to spend money, any of my personal money. I want to be creative enough to be able to create revenue while on the road. So it's going to be like panhandling, working, creating content. I'm going to have free content, but then also if you're willing to support me different ways, YouTube ads, Amazon links. I plan on writing a book, but that's going to be later on about these adventures. So now what am I asking from you? So I'm asking for all my local friends, and even some of the people that I don't know, but that are local, that are willing to meet with me and actually get to know me. If you're able to house me for a night and write a review on couch surfing, because that is one of the tools I plan on using to be able to travel around with hardly any money, that would be amazing, because you would be giving me credit, pretty much saying I am who I am. And my goal is to be totally transparent. Now, I really don't hang out with anyone nowadays. I'm pretty much a loner. I don't really spend a lot of time on social media. I do a lot of thinking to myself. So it's going to be hard to try to bust out of this bubble, but I'm going to start reaching out to some of my old friends. So if I hit you up, that is why. It's not only for this trip, though. It's because I don't know how this trip is going to end. I know how it's starting. I'm starting it now. But I'm putting myself in a pretty dangerous situation. Just to be blunt, to be transparent. And I'm pretty excited at the same time, so I can't wait to start. So with all that being said, I believe we answered everything I could possibly answer. I'm going to be traveling around the world, starting off in the U.S. I would like to go to all the natural places, all the like the Grand Canyon, the Redwoods, all the places that I can think of off the top of my head that would be amazing to go to. If you know of any, drop a comment below. Love to check it out. I'm going to be traveling with hardly any money. I'm going to be surviving. It's going to be urban survival probably at the beginning, at least in my head. You know, collecting water from fast food places, maybe getting food out of dumpsters, going to churches. It's going to be crazy. The next thing is probably going to be a survival setting, maybe off in the woods. If I can get off in the woods, go fishing, make fires, make some camps, I think that would be awesome to do also. There's a lot of laws restricting us nowadays. You know, we kind of think, or they say that we're free, but you're supposed to have a fishing license. I can't really have a fishing license in every state, at least to my knowledge. That would cost a lot of money. I also am not going to be able to afford to stay at all these parks. I'm not going to be able to afford to get hotels. Essentially, I'm going to be homeless. So I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know about camping gear. You're not supposed to carry knives over 3 inches in some states. You're not supposed to have a hatchet. You're not supposed to have a machete. You're not supposed to have any of the essential camping gear that you would normally have to survive in a wilderness situation. You really can't take with you nowadays because of all these laws. So I need to find ways around that. If you guys know, let me know. I'm not going to be fishing or trapping for recreational use. It's going to be for purely survival. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting content. I'm sure I'm going to have to be really creative on the road, to say the least, to not only survive, but to create amazing content. And I think it would be amazing to watch. If you guys want to be a part of it, I would love to have you on the journey with me via you guys watching videos or commenting on Instagram pictures, sending advice, or saying, hey, I got family, you know, over here in this location in California, up north, or wherever it may be. You can go spend a night there.